So here's video number 3. These are not going to get published in any particular time frame or timeline. It'll just be a get around to making one or talking about one, and up it goes. Anyway, I said I was going to discuss the recent Pride event I went to, which was called Oceanside Pride by the Beach. And I've never been to a Pride event before, even though I've been an LGBTQ person for almost as long as I've been a furry. I've been a furry probably 3 years to 2 years longer than I've realized I swing both ways. A female and a male both excite me. Anyway, how did I figure that out? I was talking with somebody who was gay, long distance, because they lived in Britain or whatever. I don't know if they still do. We haven't spoken in eons. But he and I were talking, and I mentioned how sometimes I would watch porn videos where this guy, nice-looking masseuse, young-looking masseuse, would, I don't know if he would strip the guys as they were laying on a massage table, or whether they were already naked in the short little clips. I forget which. But I told him, hey, I get aroused watching these guys get massaged like that. And then their butt massaged, and then when they're flipped over, or they flip themselves over, how I get aroused watching the masseuse give them a happy ending, pouring lube over the you-know-where, and giving them the massage of the up and down motion that results in the feel-good. I forget what YouTube's guidelines are, so it's why I'm all of a sudden realizing, hey, you know where this is going to be uploaded, right? So be careful what you say, just in case that they don't nuke you. I don't think they ever will. They haven't so far. On my other channel, I've done a couple of videos where they've been like, nope, and whatnot. And I was like, why? There's straight up actual people boinking it in videos that I've seen on the platform. So why is my little piddly ass video being nixed? Anyway, so I told him that, and basically through mathematics, so to speak, it was like, well, if you like guys getting that from other guys and all that jazz, and you like females, that means you swing both ways, partner. Now I figured out more about that. Ever since I first figured out I swung both ways. I discovered more to add that equation. Other kinks and things that I could see myself doing or trying or have tried, sort of. But, so, I'd always want to go to a Pride event. Never knew Oceanside had one. And the only one I ever would know of is the one down near Hillcrest in like July, because it would show up in the paper and there'd be the parade and all the stuff they'd talk about. And so my parents, and I'm not being political by this statement, FYI, because I don't do politics all that well, unless you're trying to put me down for a nap, in which case, sure, throw me in front of a debate, throw me in front of something political, I'll fall asleep in minutes. Not because one side or the other is boring, but just, it reminds me of just two people monotone talking to each other. Maybe they get a little bit animated when somebody tries to say something bad about the other person. But anyway, so my mother said she was going to be with her group people at the Pride event. And did I want to go? And I'm like, yeah, I'd love to go, because honestly, I thought they'd sell more clothes at Pride. And I'm not talking like just the occasional t-shirts. I'm talking like mini skirts and tutus and dresses and bikinis and other stuff, panty sets, what have you, that you could get, regardless which side of the fence you're on. Were you a male, a female, or whatever? But I figured if I'm going to be myself there, not only do I got to wear all my Pride wristband stuff, Of course, now I have 1, 2, 3 rubber wristbands of pride variety, 2 friendship bracelet pride ones that I've woven myself, and then one that I won't particularly wear all that much because I didn't know so many churches did pride events. And the one that I got from spinning and winning a prize mentions the name of a religious church on the bottom of it. On the other side it says something pride related, and it's rainbow colored. But because I'm not religious, I'm atheist, but I respect others' beliefs, just so you know. I don't feel entirely comfortable wearing that, because if somebody sees that, oh, so you're from that church, and start talking, it's like, no, it just came in the prize box. But anyway, so going there was awesome. I stayed the entire time because my mother though she went to go help my grandmother instead, who was having complications post-surgery a little bit. But my dad and I still went to go drop the stuff off, and then I stayed for the whole event, which meant I did a little bit of dancing towards the end of the day, around 5, on the dance floor in front of the stage, because they were like, at one point the lady goes, okay, everybody come on up, walk down the middle, get about a minute or 2 in of some dance moves, and then get off the stage and let somebody else take a turn. One of those. So I did a little bit of that. I got some free wristbands. I won that bag thing. I got a free umbrella. Parasail. And then, yeah, it was a real good time. But the thing that surprised me, like I said, the amount of churches that were there surprised me. The lack of people selling actual clothes beyond t-shirts surprised me. I figured there'd be more of that. And, shoot, I better make this quick. My phone just screamed at me, hey, you're low on storage again. Oh, shit. Well, crap. Now you're staring at the sidewalk. Oh, well. Anyway, the other thing that surprised the hell out of me on top of all that, and if you pay attention to the video I uploaded on my main channel, you'll see it. One of the things that I was minding my own business, just recording the whole Pride event, and I think I might have caught it on camera. I don't remember offhand, but I recall just going through the area where the quiet place was, if you needed to wind down or calm down for a minute or whatever. As I'm walking through there, 3 girls, 1 who looked older than me for sure, and 2 who looked younger than me, came through. And again, I apologize for this video being in 2 pieces that I had to stitch together, but I remember looking at the one girl, at all 3 girls actually, because they said free, free, and I was like, free what? And I look up, they had pants on, yes, and I'm sure there was undergarments on underneath that, but everything above the waist, nothing, which meant except for duct tape over the nipples, which was surprising. I thought for sure somebody would have flagged him for that at this kind of an event. Except for a small bit of duct tape just barely covering the nips, you could see the entire boobage, and that was surprising. I was like, what? Really? You can do that here? But anyway, that was the other thing that surprised me about that. And other than that, yeah, it was a good event. I'm glad I finally got to go to a Pride event, you know, after wanting to go for so long and being unable to for various reasons. But I am glad I went, glad I had a good time, and hopefully I'll get to go to another one soon. So thank you for stopping to listen to me rant again. Oh, and something else I should add too. A few times I had to correct people on the ears. So remember, I told you I was wearing my Nick Wilde furry ears to be a furry at the event. I had to correct a couple of them that thought I was a cat or something. I said, nah, actually fox ears, because I'm a furry. But I think I bumped into a fellow furry there too, which was nice. Not as in time to talk or whatever, but just like in passing, I'm like, oh, look, a furry. Like, yeah, I'm like, we're furries. Bonk, fist bump or whatever. Anyway, okay, so now I'm going to stop talking so I can hopefully get both of these uploaded, no problem, in a little bit. So enjoy your afternoons or whatever, your summers, and continue to enjoy Pride Month, I guess.